Donald Trump attended a Department of Justice press conference that was supposed to be about fentanyl, but Donald Trump hijacked it to talk about persecuting people. Here's what Donald Trump said.
People you don't even want to know about. But as many of you do know, well, we're focused on persecuting, and these people were really focused on persecuting Republicans, the last administration.
Yep, this press conference at the DOJ was supposed to be about Pam Bondi and Donald Trump talking about confiscating fentanyl. Attorney General Pam Bondi brought fake packages of fentanyl. More on that in a bit. But Donald Trump hijacked this thing for himself. And then he started talking about how he believes CNN and MSNBC are illegal. Play this clip.
Can't allow yourselves to be deflected. You just can't let it happen. You have such a higher calling. And I believe that CNN and MSDNC, who literally write 97.6% bad about me, are political arms of the Democrat Party. And in my opinion, they're really corrupt and they're illegal. What they do is illegal. It makes no difference how big a victory I had. I can have the biggest victory in history. It makes no difference what kind of a failure the other side has.
Donald Trump continued to talk about who he wants to persecute and who he really loves and appreciates. And here he says that he should get way more credit for pardoning the January 6th insurrectionists and terrorists. Play this clip.
Please convict me. Don't say that. I pardoned hundreds of political prisoners who had been grossly mistreated. We removed the senior FBI officials who misdirected resources to send SWAT teams after grandmothers and J6 hostages. And it was
Yep, this is what Donald Trump was saying at the Department of Justice. He then name checks Mark Elias and others who he says are bad people. He goes, they're very bad, naughty people because they fight for the Constitution. Play this clip.
It's with the help of radicals like Mark Elias, Mark Pomerantz. And these are people that nobody's ever seen anything like it. So many others, but these are people that are bad people, really bad people. They tried to turn America into a corrupt communist and third.
Then Donald Trump brags about the crowd size at his press conference inside the Department of Justice building. Play the clip.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Pam, very much. What a job you're doing. And it's a true honor to be with you today. This is a storied hall, if there ever was one. And based on the crowd, I think we broke the all-time record.
Of course, you can't have a Donald Trump press conference at the Department of Justice that he hijacks without him talking about how rigged and crooked elections are in the United States, which of course is false. But this is what Trump is saying in the sacred legal halls of the DOJ. Play this clip.
We were getting out because we wanted to get out, but we would have gotten out with dignity and strength. And what a difference a rigged and crooked election had on our country when you think about it. And the people who did this to us should go to jail. They should go to jail. So I just want to say God bless America, because we have to say God bless. We're lucky we're still here, frankly.
Whining and lying about elections. That's Donald Trump, the felon in the Department of Justice building. Here, Donald Trump then says that one of the greatest days of his life was when he fired James Comey, the former director of the FBI. Here, play this clip.
It was a great honor for me to fire, I will tell you this, a great honor to fire James Comey. A great, great honor. That was nothing. There was no better day. A lot of people said, oh, that's too bad you did that. And they said that's going to be, and you know what? A year later, they said that actually saved the administration, because the level of corrupt things that we learned after that turned out to be that they were doing, in fact, really bad things. He was a terrible person, did terrible things, and persecuted people, and all in the guise of being an angel, but he was.
Then Donald Trump brags about revoking clearances for special counsel Jack Smith, District Attorney Alvin Bragg, Attorney General Letitia James, and he says, in other crooked law firms, play this clip.
My administration stripped the security clearances of the disgraced intelligence agents who lied about Hunter Biden's laptop from hell. We revoked the clearances of deranged Jack Smith, Alvin Bragg, Letitia James, and the crooked law firms that aided their partisan persecutions.
Then Donald Trump says that the word, I don't know what this has to do with his speech, but he loves the word groceries because he says it's very old fashioned and he's never really heard that word recently. Let's play it.
All things that we wanted to do, because then everything else is going to be coming down. We want it to come down. We want bacon to come down, and groceries, a term I used to use. It's sort of an old-fashioned term, but I used to use.
Your nighttime bedroom temperature has a huge impact on your sleep quality. If you wake up too hot or too cold, I highly recommend you check out Miracle Made's bed sheets. Miracle Made sheets are inspired by NASA and use silver-infused fabrics that are temperature regulating so you can sleep at the perfect temperature all night long. I get so many emails from the Midas Mighty saying how great Miracle Made sheets are and how it's changed their lives for the better. Here's why. It uses silver-infused fabrics inspired by NASA. So therefore, Miracle Made sheets are thermoregulating and designed to keep you at the perfect temperature all night long, no matter the weather, so you get better sleep every night. Now, these sheets are also infused with silver, as I said, and that prevents up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets, so no more gross odors. Also, Miracle sheets are luxuriously comfortable without that high price tag of other luxury brands, and it feels as nice to me, if not nicer, than the sheets used by some 5-star hotels. So, upgrade your sleep this year. Go to trymiracle.com/Midas. That's TRYMIRACLE.com/MEIDAS to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use our promo code Midas at checkout, you'll get a free 3-piece towel set and save an extra 20%. Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. So upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/Midas and use the code Midas to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/Midas to treat yourself. Thank you, Miracle Made, for sponsoring this episode. Donald Trump then praises the corrupt Southern District of Florida judge, Eileen Cannon, who went out of her way to help Donald Trump in his various cases. And she's the one who said that special counsels don't exist as it relates to Donald Trump's case, and dismissed the case involving Donald Trump's taking of top secret documents that he was charged with. And Trump says she's a great person, and anybody basically who criticizes her is, he basically insinuates it's unlawful to criticize Judge Cannon, the corrupt judge who he appointed, who dismissed his criminal case and went against all legal precedent to do so. Let's play it.
Todd and Emil know this very well. We had an amazing judge in Florida, and her name is Eileen Cannon, and I didn't know her. I still don't know her. I don't believe I ever spoke to her, even during the trial, but I did appoint her, federal judge, and these fake lawyers, these horrible human beings, were hitting her so hard, public relations-wise. They were playing the ref. I don't think it's legal. I don't think it's legal. They might as well go out and just shout it in a courthouse. They were saying she was slow, she wasn't smart, she was totally biased, she loved Trump. I didn't know her, other than I saw her the couple of days that I was in court, and I thought her decorum was amazing.
And Trump appears to continue to suggest that criticizing judges are illegal. And then he says that the New York Times basically is an unlawful entity, is what he implies. Play this clip.
Very few, relatively. He had a team, but he won the national championship 3 times, but he had the last undefeated team in basketball. And he would play the ref, and he would scream at him. He knew exactly what he was doing. They're doing the same thing. He said, no, he's not going to change now, but he's going to change for the next one. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to scare the hell. They wanted to scare the hell out of the judges, and they do it. And how do you stop it if you're a judge? Because you want to go home, you have a family, you have children, and the New York Times will write whatever these people say, and the Washington Post, and the Wall Street Journal, and MSDNC, and the fake news CNN, and ABC, CBS, and NBC, and they'll write whatever they say. And what do you do to get rid of it? You convict Trump. All you have to do is be really tough on him and ultimately convict him, and they leave you alone. It's totally illegal what they do. I just hope you can all watch for it, but it's totally.
Then Donald Trump talks about the DOJ will be conducting, quote, far-reaching investigations into the corruption of our system. Play the clip.
The American people have given us a mandate and really a far-reaching investigation is what they are demanding into the corruption of our system. And that's exactly, I'm sure, what Pam and Cash and everyone else mentioned here and not mentioned is going to be doing. We will expel the rogue actors and corrupt forces from our government. We will expose and very much expose their egregious crimes and severe misconduct, of which was levels you've never seen anything like it. It's going to be legendary. It's going to also be legendary for the people that are able to seek it out and bring justice. We will restore the scales of justice in America, and we will ensure that such abuses never happen again in our country.
In terms of who Donald Trump attacks and who Donald Trump praises, here Donald Trump praises Mike Flynn and says that Mike Flynn is a real patriot who had been through hell. Donald Trump pardoned Flynn. Flynn was, of course, someone who had pled guilty to engaging in some fairly egregious crimes. Here, play this clip.
Now, we're joined by many, many great friends and terrific friends, and I won't be able to, too many to name, but some that I just see very quickly. General Flynn, thank you for being here. Here's a man who went through hell, by the way, and he shouldn't have.
As I mentioned earlier in the video, Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, she brought fake fentanyl with her on stage. This was supposed to be about confiscating fentanyl, I think. And here she talks about having fake fentanyl packages with her. Play it.
On stage, we have, this is 180 kilograms. It represents, not real, of fentanyl. Okay. So this represents 1 kilo of fentanyl.
That's right. So the fake Epstein file binder from a few weeks ago where she lied and said that the DOJ would release the Epstein files. By the way, no mention of that here, even though they said that's what they were going to do. I wonder why they're not releasing the Epstein files. And now they have fake fentanyl packages, fake Epstein binders. Here, Donald Trump then talks about how there could be no more heinous betrayal of American values than to use the law to terrorize the incident and reward the wicked. Essentially, the ultimate projection and confession. Play this clip.
But in the end, the thugs failed and the truth won. Freedom won, justice won, democracy won, and above all, the American people won. There could be no more heinous betrayal of American values than to use the law to terrorize the innocent and reward the wicked. And that's what they were doing at a level.
That's what Donald Trump did inside the DOJ building. It's absolutely horrific to see a felon like Donald Trump, a sexual abuser like Donald Trump, go into the DOJ and give that horrific speech that he just gave. A sad day for law and order, a sad day, perhaps the worst day in the history of the Department of Justice. After that, let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 5 million subscribers.
Can't get enough Meidas? Check out the Meidas Plus Substack for ad-free articles, reports, podcasts, daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, and more. Sign up for free now at MeidasPlus.com.